This is just a quick update and unboxing video. It is Thursday, the 1st of June. So it's, I think, 11 months since I was diagnosed with terminal cancer. It's been made very clear to me that my cancer's not going to get cured. That's upsetting, but I'm kind of almost used to it, the idea now. But tomorrow, I'm making a big effort to kind of try and force the cancer into remission. There's a thing called cancer dormancy, where like the tumours don't grow for a long time, or they grow kind of at a very slow rate, like fractions of a millimetre a month or whatever. So tomorrow I'm starting intensive immunotherapy, and it will last, I think, a couple of weeks. And over a 2-week period, I'm going to have 5 infusions of natural killer cells. So these are the cells from my body that have been conditioned in a lab and expanded, which I think means kind of cloned. They're expanded by like a 1,000,000,000 to 1 ratio or something, so that loads and loads and loads of the cells, because as they go in to attack the cancer, most of them don't get anywhere. And also have 5 very painful, a series of 5 very painful injections of dendritic cells, which is a cancer vaccine, again made from part of my own blood, I believe, to try and teach my immune system to recognise the cancer. Cancers have a lot of kind of stealth mechanisms that stops them being seen. So, this treatment, I'm going to be having hypothermia therapy as well, twice a week. I've been having it once a week in the past, but yes, I have 4 sessions of hypothermia therapy, which again tries to wake up the immune system, damage cancer cells, make the cancer cells more sensitive to water damage. The cancer cells they can't really repair very well from the heat damage, and then water goes into the cells and makes some of them explode, which would be nice. And there is a small chance that this could extend my life for a few months, which would be amazing. End of this month, I'll have a CT scan. It's going to be very scary, because it always is. Blood tests, not great, not terrible, but just I have 2 tumour markers that I'm measuring. So tumour marker is basically, I guess, presence of various chemicals in your blood that suggest, they kind of indicate how they say how viable the tumour is, like how good is the tumour, or in my case, the many tumours, because I don't know how many tumours I have. I mean, maybe hundreds of tiny ones in the peritoneum, and still there's sort of kind of 4 in the liver, and probably some small ones in my intestine as well. So a lot of tumours. But anyway, how viable, kind of how able is the tumour to kind of grow and spread and all that nasty stuff. And one of my tumour markers is kind of creeping up, which is a bit scary, but I'm going to talk to the immunotherapist about it tomorrow. So the CT scan could be bad news. Since I was diagnosed with cancer I think it was the beginning of last July, my cancer's not got worse, it seems. No new cancers in my body yet. The thing I'm really dreading is obviously dying, but a little bit before that, which is when the cancers get to like brain or spinal column, into the bones, particularly into the lungs. That hasn't happened yet. I'm strongly led to believe it's going to happen at some point. But the way it is believed that the way that cancer cells generally spread is through cancer stem cells. Now, they're not really stem cells, so often doctors talk about cancer cells with a stemness property. But the type of immunotherapy I'm having has been proven to attack cancer stem cells, at least in laboratory conditions. So hopefully it may delay the spreading a bit. So anyway, that's where I'm at now. The actual purpose of this video is to do an unboxing. Here's a book from Amazon. This is another one I would have really liked to be doing with my son in 5 years' time, and maybe with my daughter in 10 years' time. That's obviously not going to happen. But I'm going to try and read it now. And just try and get in. So I believe this should be one of the rainbow books. Now, when people talk about rainbow books, they're actually like two different sets of rainbow books. One set of rainbow books, of which there were loads, 10 or something, were the Department of Defense computer security guidance that you could get free in the 1980s, and they were the classic books hackers would read. I mean, people interested in computer security, because well, A, they would send them to you for free because they were government publications. It was awesome, and they were sort of they set out the security standards for all that all government buildings had to adhere to, that the computer systems had to adhere to. But then there's another set of rainbow books, which is only 4 books, of which I have 2, and this will be my 3rd, and the 4th one is actually this book, plus some other stuff anyway. So this is a book called The Purple Book, and it's actually in print again. This is a book from, I think, 1981 or something. So this is called The Purple Book. Smalltalk 80, The Language, by Adele Goldberg and David Robson. They were at Xerox PARC and developed kind of modern object-oriented programming with Alan Kay and a bunch of other people. And so there's this book that specifies the language. It's another book all about the graphical user interface for the Smalltalk programming language. There's a book called Smalltalk History and Words of Advice, and the 4th book, I think they're called the Blue Book. That's actually this book plus a load more chapters about the implementation. So it's called Smalltalk 80, the language and its implementation. So this book is about how the Smalltalk language works, and there's nice pictures of the GUI. And it's one of those books that I'm told that a computer book that makes a lot of sense even when you don't have access to a computer. So I've just started playing around with Smalltalk using one of the current implementations of it called Squeak. And it's got a load of broken stuff in, which is annoying and interesting. Why do people have such broken stuff? But yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot, and I'll be doing it with my son Edward. Yeah, I mean, it's often said that there are only like 2 serious programming languages: Smalltalk and kind of Lisp and all the various Lisp dialects out there. So yeah, I should be tackling Smalltalk, and yeah, really looking forward to it. And the Squeak book I'm using, which kind of covers some very, very, very basic things of Smalltalk, is called Squeak, A Quick Trip to Object Land. It's okay. It's a bit silly, but it's an okay book. So check out Squeak, squeak.org. You just download it for free. And there's like an alternative one as well, I think called Pharaoh, possibly. But if you're into programming, obviously, give it a try. Okay, thanks for watching. And yeah, as always, cancer fundraising page is at matthewdons.org. That's matthewdons.org. Please share that link and make a donation if you possibly can. Thanks a lot.